recorded.
That's good.
And we were up there, and I started thinking, it's like, how did they make a life for themselves?
Yeah, really.
Because it's, it's arid, there's no rain, and so I asked her, and she said, well, we had to irrigate. We had irrigation that drew water out of the river and watered the garden down close to the river and the garden up at the house. And that people, it was a lean existence. And then, of course, when my grandfather died, she had to sell all of that to pay the bills and then go into town to start working. And we talked about the drought of 1952
No.
and how the...
Really bad.
So you remember it?
Oh, yeah.
Sure we do.
Talk about
All too
that.
well.
Okay.
I just remember what it looked like. The first time I ever saw and drove along the north fork of the Guadalupe River, past those camps, those fancy camps, and some not so fancy ones, but a lot of camps out in there. It was lush and green, and this would have been in 45, I guess, because I was,
What season of the
I
year?
think I was 15.
What season of the year?
It's summer, because I'd been to the Alta Frio Baptist camp, and Mother and Daddy had come to pick Ava and me up, and then we drove back to Hallettsville, of course. I started to say Austin, so I didn't live in Austin. Anyway, I just remember it being so lush and green. And then only a few years later, within 8 years, Marshall and I drove along there, and I thought, this is awful. This is awful. Oh, I remember too. Oh no, that was later. And then later, Catherine and I drove along there. I was teaching at Baylor, and she and I took it was between quarters. We didn't have a spring break. But anyway, it was some great time, and we drove out there, and that time again, it was lush and green. It was lush and green.
So, I'm sorry.
But it was that contrast that so amazed to me.
The 30s.